Hello everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Transformers KO review. This time it is a oversized Titan's Return Skull Cruncher or Skull Smasher, whatever you want to call him. But I really like it. I really like it. Now this is the original Titan's Return one, and now this is not a bad figure. I really liked it. It just was deluxe sized. Nothing wrong with that really. But you could tell where they just sort of cheaped out on a few things, like there's the fists under there, for example, and then when you rotate them out, you're still left with that gaping hole and everything. But other than that, you know, it was all right. It weren't too bad. I would have preferred him as a Voyager. And then luckily, what we got is this guy. And now this guy is a good, solid Voyager-sized toy. And it comes with this great metallic sort of paintwork. It's pretty good. It still has the head on a ball joint. Oh, sorry. Head on a ball joint. So once you move it around, you know, and you can open his mouth, although it's a bit of a pain. And it does snap shut. So mind your fingers, otherwise you will lose them. But it's great. You know, it's really good. I like it. There we go. Snap. It's alright and I like it. I just like the size of it. It's a good solid toy, because those old G1 Skull Crunchers and Chrome Domes and everything were like Voyager sized toys, weren't they, compared to the rest of the Autobots. So I quite like this one being this size. I'm hoping they do the rest of them. Obviously I've got the hard head one and I've got that Voyager brainstorm. So I only really need couple of the other Decepticon ones and about two Autobot ones, one Autobot one, highbrow I think. So if they did them, I'll be happy as Larry. Not bothered, yeah, happy as Larry, yeah. Not too bothered about the others because they can be every size they want, but it's the core guys. Right, so we're going to transform him now. He's got a very, very simple transformation, which is good, but they've just improved it slightly. So you still take off the tail, put that over to one side. Now we're just going to rotate these legs out, and like that, and then we separate them. And then that's basically it for the legs. Now, I'm not a big fan of these legs. Now, you're supposed to, on this version, it's an improved version, so you can rotate this around and then stick the feet in there and everything like that. Problem is, I find that he's too back heavy and these aren't really straight, so all he wants to do is topple over all the time. So, I mean, you can have them like that, I suppose, sticking out a bit. That might work. But other than that, I used to just keep them out normally. So what I'm going to try and do is angle them out and have the feet like that. Might look a bit weird, but it will stop him from falling over anyway. Right, so then we're going to come to the top, and all you do with this now is you're just going to rotate this backwards. Oh yes, I forgot about this panel. This panel here where the little headmaster bloke sits, this is all now solid plastic rather than the rubbery plastic we got the original. And I find that a lot better. You can still fit the little guy in there. So anyway, so we rotate this backwards, keep that on his back, and I just like that look because the G1 had it. Rotate the shoulders down, rotate these around, get that out. Now on this one, again, it's an improved bit. It has now a cover for the hands, so you bring the hands out, redo up the cover. Again, we're going to bring this shoulder down, bring it round, undo that little cover in there, get the hand out. And there we go, you've now got a Skull Smasher, Cruncher, whatever you want to call him, in robot mode. And again, apart from the issue with the feet at the back there, which I'm not too keen on, it's not a bad figure. I mean, and again, at a fraction of the cost of, I mean, if you stick him away, is he going to stand up better? I suppose you can get him, you just got to angle him right. See, he just wants to tilt backwards. They just needed to give something here because it sort of slopes inward. See, what I usually do is do this, just keep this, the legs like that, give him a bit of his original look, and then just sort of angle them around. Will he stand up a bit better? Not really. But if you sort of tuck them in behind, that might help. So I did it yesterday. Yeah, ever so slightly. We're still going to come back to that. What did I do with his little head? Now this is the little headmaster guy you get with him. They've done him in white and green for some reason, though it should be black. There's not really much to say about this guy. He just does the job he's supposed to, really. And now we stick him on top there. And he goes in and he's pretty solid. Now he's not really going to get a lot of movement. Unfortunately, for some reason it hits his backpack. But you can put the same guns on him and everything. Like so. If I can get this one out, it's a bit tight in there. You can hold that as well, I suppose, as some weird gun thing, but you can also, I prefer having it like that. It just looks a bit better. And then you can put this little cool little gun in his hand, and I think he looks pretty snazzy as an oversized version. Let me try and get in this guy out and transform him very quickly, and then we can get a size comparison going. Again, this guy just flops around, unfortunately, because his hips were very loose, but I think he's probably going to stand up a little bit better. So he comes around there, on tabs, comes around. Where's his little head guy? He's in there. Pull him out. Rotate that round to the back. Get these arms out. There we go. So, oh, that's a bit popped off there, that man. We'll come back to that bit. And get his little hand out. And that is Skull Cruncher in robot mode here. And as you can see, I prefer this head here because it is proper colours and everything. Right, so there we go. Now, will he stand up a bit better? Yeah, he does actually. I don't know why. There you go. Well, Hasbro got one over on the old knockoff there. Let me just angle this camera up ever so much slightly. And there you go. You can get a good size comparison. And I just think he's a bit of scale because I like these headmasters as bigger figures. So I quite like that. I'm just hoping they do the others. Otherwise, they do become a bit redundant, a bit like that Voyager Brainstorm from a few years ago. But other than that, I really like it. I really like it. I'm going to put some extra Decepticons signals on. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Right, so this has been Graham, the Collect 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Oh yes, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, the little notification bell, and of course you can support my channel using the little coffee link below. I'll put a link to these guys as well in the bottom of the description, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.